Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Pretty epic. I know that I've been away for a little while, but I thought I'd start this back up and get going. And I know everyone's asking, Nether update. Yes, the Nether update has come out. And I'm a little bit sad to announce that I lost some footage of me exploring my Nether. But I'll fill you in on some of the itty bitty details a little bit later. Anyways. Now, if you like this video, consider subscribing, giving a like, and sharing it with a friend. And let's get into the video. So as you may know, the new Minecraft update, the Nether update, just came out recently. And it had a lot of cool things such as the respawn anchor, piglins, piglin bartering, bastions, and probably the most important thing, at least to me, Netherite. Now, what is Netherite, you ask? Well, let's just say it's a direct upgrade to diamond tools and armor and, well, weapons. Basically, it makes diamond look like baby gear compared to it. Now, you might ask, how do you get this Netherite? Well, first, what you have to do is go to Nether, obviously. It's Nether update. Then, you want to go to about Y level 15, which is a really good height for it. And then you want to take beds, lots and lots of beds with you. And you want to blow them up at this level in a strip mine sort of fashion. Now, this can help a lot with revealing Netherite, and while I would rather use TNT, I have a lot easier access to beds. And what you need to do is you need to go around, get some sheep, get some shears, shear them, get the wood for the bed, get the beds, and then there you go, you're all ready. So after you, get all your beds, you want to head out to the Nether, go to Y level 15, as I said, and you want to place down the beds and right click them. And if you don't know what this does, which you really should, basically when you right click a bed in the Nether, it explodes and causes a lot of land to be destroyed. And and as a joke, if you get killed by it, it says you're killed by intentional game design. So what you want to do is there's a method to properly protect yourself, but also blow it up. Now I'll get into that later in the video, but what you need to know right now is that when you do this, it creates a huge explosion, as I mentioned, but this makes it a lot easier to find the Netherite. So after you do this a lot of times, you might find a brown ore-like material called ancient debris, and what you want to do is you want to get 4 of the ancient debris and smelt them in a furnace or blast furnace preferably, and then you'll get netherite scrap. After that, you want to combine that netherite scrap and gold ingots to create a netherite ingot with 4 gold ingots and 4 netherite scrap. Great, now you have your netherite. What should you do? Well, the obvious next step is to go to make a smithing table. And to do this, you need 4 oak or any wood planks and 2 iron ingots. And after making it and right-clicking it, you'll see an interface called with a hammer and upgrade. You want to put your ingot in the ingot slot, as indicated, and your tool or sword or armor or whatever piece of diamond gear you want to put in there. And after you do, boom, netherite, armor, ingot, or tool. Pretty cool, right? Let's just say it takes a lot longer to get ancient debris than really previously expected. So here's just some footage of me getting some of that wool for the bed mining in the Nether. And while I don't think it's the most effective strategy, it is the most effective for the materials I have. And maybe later down the line when I get a creeper farm, I can actually do a lot better with that kind of stuff. So yeah. So after that, I had a good enough stuff for the bed mining, and I'll see you guys when I get an ancient debris. So I'll see you then. And so after a long time of not finding any ancient debris whatsoever, I finally came across my first thing, which I did not really spot at first, but then I looked up and then I found it. And I was really happy. In fact, I got enough for 1.5 pieces of netherite, which is pretty good. Which, I mean, it's just not really it's not really useful when it's in a half, but still. And so after a few run-ins with a couple of endermen and a bit of a lucky trade from a piglin, I finally had enough ender pearls to craft all of the ice bending. However, I did not have enough blaze rods, which would be my next task, to go to the Nether Fortress. It took me a while, but I finally found the blaze spawner in the fortress. However, I was not really prepared to take on, so I unfortunately died again, which is kind of annoying, as you can see right here. Even though I did suffer a lot here, I finally got enough blaze rods to both make a brewing stand, which is pretty good, and to get an extra blaze powder for the Eyes of Ender, which is very useful. So I finally headed out of the fortress and headed home with my treasures. Once I got back there, I immediately crafted the Eyes of Ender, and then I scouted out the path towards the stronghold, which appeared to be a little bit northwest of where I was facing. I also then made a brewing stand so I can make my potions for the battle, and I threw my first Eye of Ender, as you can see. So I went to go cut down a few trees, and I even cleared out an area in the plains biome so I could make room for the frame for my future house. I also then put in the foundation, which consisted of cobblestone and andesite later for some variation. Then I added in a little staircase to the front of the house for a nice little part of decoration. And then I was waiting there in the night for phantoms, which I needed for my potions for the fight. But before I could do that, I put in a little bit of a floor pattern for my house. A bit of the crisscross wood pattern. And after that, I even put some variation by using the axe to chop it up to make strip logs, to make it look a lot cooler. And once again, I waited during the night for the phantom stuff, but I had to wait longer as it didn't show up yet. And then finally, I put in a nice little zigzag pattern with some stone brick stairs on the top of my house. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So now I started my journey towards the end portal, but I would first have to go through really big birch forests, soggy swamp that stretched on for a long time, and even a large ocean. But thankfully, Dolphin's Grace made the trip a little shorter, and I finally made it to a dark forest biome where the portal was near under a tree. And to me, this is really good news. So I soon dug a hole under towards it, and I finally brought open the stone bricks of the stronghold and got the I Spy achievement. So, and then searched for a little while, but was not really successful finding it. But after I found this little corridor with the water spout, I also found a mine shaft, which is pretty interesting. So I harvested some of the wood for some crafting table stuff. And then I went under the arch, and this is where I would soon travel and find the end portal. As you can see, go down and I found the iron door, and inside was a portal. Pretty cool. So I broke the thing, and I only won Eye of Ender, which is kind of sad, but that's fine, because I had enough Eyes of Ender. But right before finishing the portal, I realized I forgot my bow, so I knew I had to go all the way back in for the bow and then come back again just to activate the portal, which kind of sucked, not gonna lie. So when I came back, I discovered that my bows were kind of in pieces, like the flame and the infinity enchant were in different bows. So I went to another, got some experience from the quartz, came back, I combined them, and there we go, I had my bow. And after that, I went all the way back to the end portal, and I jumped right in. Hey guys, thanks for watching the episode. Sorry this one was a little shorter. I lost this footage, as I said in the beginning of the video, so I couldn't put as much stuff in, and kind of lost motivation halfway through. And another thing having to do with that, I might change up the kind of pace of when I want to release these episodes, since I want to take more time to work on more stuff, so I can have more stuff to show you guys in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. My name's Just the Joe, and bye bye.